Okay, so far, again, we examined many aspects of bus reform. Generally, we have very positive impacts from the citizens about the bus reform. Also, many people and many experts and public officials, even some foreign experts, actually praise this bus reform because of its high outcomes. However, still, we need to go further for improving our transit services. Here, probably I can mention several aspects of our transportation policies. First of all, I would like to point out some deficit problems of this bus industry. As I mentioned, the important elements of the bus reform is that free transfer and semi-public operation system. So because of this new system, actually the Seoul Metropolitan Government has some problem of this high amount of subsidy. So as you can see here, the Seoul Metropolitan Government provides subsidy to the bus industry every year about 300 million US dollar, which is a very big burden to the Seoul Metropolitan Government. So now we need to come up with ideas how to make this subsidy level at a reasonable level and how to reduce this subsidy level to some smaller one. Probably the best solution for this is to make our bus industry more efficient and more effective. So also, we need to make some proper fare structure of the bus system. So this is the way and then how we can solve this issue in the future. Here, I would like to point out about the satisfaction degree. In the previous slide in my lecture, so actually I suggested, I addressed that the citizens became satisfied with the new services. So even after several years, as you can see here, the satisfaction degree of the bus services actually increasing. However, nowadays, the satisfaction level a little bit stable at the same level. So we need to go up these bus services. Probably we need to get some ideas how to raise this satisfaction level from the citizens. This situation may suggest that our citizens are asking another upgrade of our public transit system. Now, we need to look and we need to find out what are the most efficient way to upgrade this public service satisfaction degree. Here is the case about the public transportation use encouragement. So this is the one case of the Sinchon Transit Mall project. By introducing and by implementing this project, actually the Seoul Metropolitan Government tried to encourage the use of public transit to provide better services for the citizens around this area. This street, with a 550-meter street, was changed to the transit mall, where only buses are allowed to travel during the whole day. And then the better working environment was provided to the citizens. By doing that, the citizens can enjoy the work environment in this area. So to get this better working environment, actually car lanes were reduced. So this means that car drivers may experience worse conditions for driving. So again here, by encouraging the public transit use and by discouraging the private cars, actually we can raise about some consensus about public transit system. Okay, when you look back our Seoul's public transportation policies, actually we become to know that the Seoul transport policies has reflected the conditions of the day. For example, during the 1970 until 2000, the Seoul's transportation policies focused on infrastructure building. Probably at the time, the infrastructure building may be justified because during that time, the Korea's economic situation became better and better, and the household income increased. So the more cars actually on the road. So this means that the such high demand of private cars actually needed additional infrastructure. So the supply should follow the demand. However, an excessive use of cars actually resulted severe traffic congestion. So to solve the traffic congestion, the other mode of transportation was needed. So at that time, public transportation reform may be the right solution to solve such problems. Now, we need to look at another philosophy of transportation. So here, the human-oriented and human-centered transportation policy may be the new philosophy of our transportation systems. Under the human-oriented transportation policy may be work, the most sustainable mode of transportation should be emphasized with the public transit. So based on the new system, probably we can achieve the sustainable transportation system in our city. Okay, so far, I explained about the status of Seoul's transportation and some background and procedure of the bus reform. And then I address some outcomes and future transportation policies. I hope from this lecture, everyone you attend here and you are listening to this lecture have some ideas how to improve your city's public transit systems. So again, I would like to emphasize the public transit system is very important for your city, and without thinking about public transit system, your transportation system cannot be improved. Here, I would like to finally suggest 3 keywords about this transportation system. The 3 keywords is the human, sharing, and environment. With these 3 keywords, you can achieve your better transport system in your city. I hope this lecture will be really helpful for your study and helpful for your policy implementation. Okay, thank you for listening to our lecture.